Libra, hi, how are you guys? I'm really sorry this is so late. I was feeling like a dog shit sandwich for a couple weeks. So here I am. I wanted to get them in, and hopefully you'll still enjoy it and you'll still give me a thumbs up, subscribe, or share it with a friend, write me a comment. And I'm going to be doing Libra's December 2021 general reading. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in, and I hope you come back. If you've been here before, I really do appreciate the support. It means a lot. Alright, guys. And if you were watching my last one, I told you I was going to be doing a new moon reading. That's not going to happen. But hopefully I'll be able to go with the full moon and start again in the sequence. But anyway, let's get started for Libra 2021. December. What does Libra need to know for 2021 December? Oops. Alright, we got the Queen of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Moon in your past energy. The Two of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Ace of Swords in the present. And we got the Eight of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Sun in possible outcomes. And this here's you guys. Well, sort of. This is Libra, Aquarius, Pisces. Oops. Alright. Alright, let's see what goes on. And then I'll clarify with another deck. It looks like in the recent past you might have been trying to encompass this energy of, being very charismatic and energetic and trying to, do a bunch of different things at one time, multitasking. And, trying to be a leader in whatever situation you were in, possibly a job, possibly even a social group. But you might have been trying to, be able to guide people in a way that you wanted them to go. Okay? Or this could be a person in your around you. It could be Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo. But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a woman. But so it's either a characteristic of you that, you were taking like the lead in some situation. And then I see like you had this Four of Cups energy where you feel like you don't want to settle. Right? Like, okay, here there was 3 cups that you got. Just say you had 3 cups, but then this other cup is being offered to you, and this guy's face, I don't know if you can see it real good. His face looks like he don't want it. He's almost, I kind of think of him as bratty. And I feel like you might have had the attitude of, I wanted it, you didn't want to give it to me, so now I don't want it, that kind of feeling. So I feel like you just don't want to accept what's given to you late. So I don't know, maybe there was a situation in your life, situation in your job, where, you worked your butt off and, you deserved to have whatever kind of praise. Why is my camera creeping up on me? You deserve to have whatever kind of acknowledgement they got. Ooh, look at that. Okay. Whatever kind of acknowledgement that you got from it, but maybe you didn't get what you thought you should have had. And then they were like, oh, well, here you go. And you're like, So to you, it wasn't good enough anymore. And then I feel like with this moon energy, okay, this is kind of a situation where certain things aren't real clear. And you might have a gut feeling, like you might have an instinct about, well, what's going on? Like you feel like something's off, but you don't exactly know where or why or how. And again, this doesn't have to be work. I mean, it could be in your social life, relationship, whatever, but I feel like this is just something that you knew something was off, but you couldn't place it. You didn't get what you expected to get out of a situation, and you were really kind of working your butt off to get it. Like, I really feel like you were trying to, take the lead in whatever it is you were doing, because that was maybe the position that you were in, and they didn't acknowledge it. the way you felt like it should be acknowledged. Now in your present energy, I have the Two of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Now this is like you might have a really tight bond with somebody, somebody that that could be a really good friend, could be a romance, could be, it can go either way. But somebody you're feeling really, really tight with. And it might be leading into some kind of celebration. And again, this could be a wedding, this could be an engagement, this could be a party of some sort, where there's some kind of celebration going on. I think there's a whole lot of ideas going around it. Yeah, and you're trying to, well, it's almost like you have this idea of, you want to communicate, you want to make known what you want to celebrate. And this is like all in it's about intellect and analysis and things that you can put together. And I feel like you want to connect this. And it almost feels like that. Like maybe it might be a relationship. Maybe you're moving in together. But you do have a lot of ideas. And that's where your ideas are coming out from. But again, like I said, it could be a really good friendship. And then in the possible outcomes, I have this Eight of Wands and the King of Swords with the Sun. Now, this is like receiving fast messages, making quick decisions, things happening really fast. Like these wands are they're going forward every which way, and this is fast movements, fast communications, fast things either being brought out to you or you're sending out those messages. And I don't know why this just, as soon as it feels like invitations. Like just when I said that, like maybe there's fast invitations going. And now that, again, that doesn't necessarily have to be a wedding or an engagement. I mean, it could be a graduation, like something, with different holidays coming up now. It could be family reunions. It could be like that. But I feel like that the word invitations just came to me. So I'm going to go with that for now, but it doesn't have to be. And this King of Swords energy, Libra, I feel like this is possibly your way of kind of keeping things in line. Like this guy, he's very just, he's very firm, he's very strong. And he's not wishy-washy. So I don't know if this is naturally your personality or if this is something that you feel like you need to do because of whatever messages you're sending out or they're coming in, and you feel like you need to handle them in a certain kind of way where you can't be flip-floppy. You have to, like, analyze them, critique them, make sure everything is right, and set them on a perfect path. And again, this could be somebody else that again, like I told you, Aquarius, Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And it could be somebody else who's handling that situation. But definitely feel like somebody who wants to make sure that things are handled correctly in whatever this might be. And it feels like this is going to be whatever this outcome comes to, it's going to be joyous. It's going to be very happy. So again, this is not a forever thing, but in that moment, it'll be very, very happy if things occur the way you want them to occur. Let's see if we can get some clarification. All right, what do we got for the Queen of Wands for Libra 2021? Queen of Wands for Libra. All right, you got the Eight of Cups, and there's Eight of Wands again. And I keep saying I'm going to look up the angel number of 88, and I did once and I forgot about it. But if you ever get interested, look it up, because I think it has a lot to do. It's like very strong numbers, but like it's very spiritual, it's very grounded, very infinity, and like all kinds of neat things. But with this, I have the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Wands, and I feel like there's a quick movements. And I think what's happening is and if this is work, it sounds like you might be thinking that this is no longer serving you, that maybe this isn't where you need to be right now. And I feel like you're making fast choices to go elsewhere. And maybe that's what these fast movements are. Maybe you're, putting in applications, or you're, trying to get find other information as far as jobs that are available in your, okay, lost that word. But in your career path, or what you actually do. So maybe you're looking out for different information, and maybe you're getting information back in. It comes up in a past energy, but time's fluid, so it can, you know. And what about this Four of Cups? Got the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, cool. And the Four of Wands again. And it's right above the Four of Wands here. Well, this feels like stability. Like, I feel like if you're moving away from something here and you're not satisfied somehow, you want to be looking for something that is going to be more satisfying to you. And it's going to give you stability and a grounding. Like this Queen of Pentacles, she's very grounded, him or her. Very grounded, very, you know, aware of, you know, financial things and making sure that, you know, the bills are paid and things are taken care of, and very stable. And I feel like that might be what you're thinking about doing. You might want to leave this particular situation, this job, whatever this issue is, because you're not satisfied with it, but you want to make sure that you're going to have stability and be grounded. So you want to look for something that's going to pay you the same or better, obviously. And you want to make sure, like, you have those things that you have to think about, because you don't want to just up and go. Like, you don't, it doesn't seem like that kind of energy where you go like, I'm out. No, you're going to think about it, and you're going to, like, figure out the best way for you to do it without causing an upheaval in, you know, your life, your family's life, whatever thing you have going on. What about the Moon? Oops. Okay, we got the King of Wands and the Knight of Swords. I feel like with the King of Wands, kind of like the Queen of Wands, very charismatic, very energetic, wants people to follow their lead, and people tend to. So if this is an energy that you're putting out there right now, people want to follow you. They tend to do it. You just have, like, that natural ability to say, people go, hey, what's he doing over there? Or what's she doing over there? That kind of thing, like, they're looking at you. And with this Knight of Swords, this is like a very strong energy of, I gotta go. So maybe once you get to the point where you don't have to question anymore that this wasn't working, and those secrets are kind of revealed of what situation you were in, I feel like this kind of goes with this I gotta go feeling. And, you know, you just don't want to sit around anymore. And because you are, now, like I said, that's Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, but just because you're an air sign, you still could have a lot of that wand's energy in you, depending on where it is in your chart, or it just could be how you are. And I feel like if you're going to go to another place, you're going to be in that still ability to lead, or expecting to lead people somehow. And, like, I don't know if this is a supervisor, or a team leader, or just, you know, dispatcher, logistics person, like something. Like, you're going to be leading something. Or that's what you would want to do if you're going to decide to leave. You want to go maybe different. Maybe a different aspect, or maybe the same aspect, but just a little higher in the ranks, I guess. So what about this Two of Cups? Because really, it could be really anybody. I mean, it's just like, you know, doctor, lawyer, Indian chief, I don't know, but it just where I think you were a leader pretty much, even if it was not exactly put that as your job, but you just did that. And I think that you don't want to up and go unless you're going to be grounded, paid well, and being able to be the leader, not in just idea only, to actually have that title. All right, what's Two of Cups? All right, we got the Page of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Well, I feel like you're definitely looking to make something work. You're looking to put some effort into it. And you might be getting news in regards to this relationship, if it is a relationship. But it could just be a friend. I mean, it could be somebody that you're working with and you want to, like, make some kind of business with. And so you're working hard at it. And this is going to be news that you're going to be receiving from it. Now, sometimes it's not that. Sometimes when it's a Page of Swords, it's not necessarily the best news. Could be a little bit disappointing sometimes, but that's not like a. That's not. Well, it's not a definite, but it's news. But it's definitely going to be news that's going to make you aware of something. So something important anyway. And got the Ace of Swords again, and the Ten of Pentacles. So you have this on top of the Four of Wands with this, the feeling of stability, and, or this was a celebration, I'm sorry, this was a celebration Four of Wands, because this one's stability. But, alright, so on top of this, so, like, alright, say there's money coming in. I don't know if it's, a big win. I don't know if it's just, from the party, there was money coming into it. Doesn't necessarily have to be. This could just be something that, you worked up for and just happened to come in around this time. Or it could be where you want to pass on something to your family. And that could be just like family traditions and different aspects of how you grew up and your beliefs and how you can teach, younger kids in your life, in your family, different things about these like really good ideas. Ace of Swords. Let's see what this Ace of Swords has to say. There's a lot of like strong mental energy that you're really putting out. Got the Hermit and the King of Swords again. Aren't you guys neat? All right. So I feel like you're going to have to go within somewhere at some point. And maybe you need to really think things out. Because like I said, you have this two Ace of Swords. It's kind of like there's some form of idea that you have brewing. And I think you just need to think about it. And you need to like sit and go, okay, how is this going to work for me? And I feel like that's what you're doing, or you're going to be doing. And again, if this is your, again, how to be strong, how to be fair, how to be, just. You're not going to be rolled over. So you got these ideas, and you're thinking about them really hard. And whether this was a party or not, or however, once that's done, you want to be able to move on with these ideas, because they're really, like, there. And you just don't want to back down from him, because he's a strong dude. He's not going to take no. He's not going to take no for an answer with anything. So what about this Eight of Wands? What does Libra know about this Eight of Wands? The Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. All right. Now with this, I'm thinking, okay, if you have all these, like I said, whether it was invitations or, applications, whatever it was that was going out, these fast messages going out or coming back in, I feel like if you're not getting answers to them right away, if you're not getting the answers that you want, if you're not finding what you want, you're going to feel like a little bit left out of a situation where, like, you feel like, well, you should be able to get the answers. You feel like you're qualified, you should be able to do it, and why aren't you getting your answers that you want? And see, with this Knight of Pentacles, I feel like that's almost like saying, because they take a time. You like that? They take a time. They take time. Just because anything that is worth having is worth waiting for. And I wouldn't want you to, like, give up. Because just because they don't happen as fast as you want them to, with this Pentacles, dude, I mean, this horse ain't moving. I mean, it takes a long time. If it's anything, if it's anything worth the wait, you have to wait. Don't give up, because there's something out there. And you got all these ideas clicking. And I'm wondering if, like, you're not going to be thinking about doing your own business, or somehow you could, like, branch onto what you already know and, do something pretty original out of it. Got the Hangman and the Moon. Now, what this feels like, all right, so with the Hangman, this energy, okay, yeah, you want to look at something in a different way, but also sometimes you have to give something up to be able to gain something, because it's almost like a sacrifice, so you have to sacrifice something, and I don't know what this would be, And at this point, it comes like not really sure. I don't think you will know either. You know that something has to give for things to come through for you, but you're not exactly sure what it is yet. So maybe you just, where you're not, because if you're getting all these responses back or you're getting all these messages back, things are coming into you all the time, but you're like, well, I don't know because I don't know. Well, I got to look at it differently. I got to see it this way. I got to see it that way. Oh, if it's going to be an awesome job, but it's nights. Or it's an awesome job, but it's in another state. Like that kind of stuff. I feel like you're going to feel like you have to give something up to be able to get to this happy. All right? Let's see what that one says. And but the moon is just kind of like you don't know. You just really don't know because it's kind of... You got to go with your gut. You definitely have to go with your gut on this one. And we got the Two of Wands, Buzzball, and the Page of Pentacles. So once you decide, you're going to see there's a whole new path for you to take. It's like, all right, well, you're going to make your choice and you're going to decide. And you're going to say, okay, I'm going to go this way or I'm going to go this way. And then you're going to be able to start growing something that, you probably should have had all this time. And maybe you're just going to like grow on it and add to it. But it feels like you would be really happy because once you have this, and you know what, actually, if it's just this Page of Pentacles, it might be a little bit of a start over. And that could be what's causing you to be a little bit unsure. Because there is definitely going to be maybe some give and take. You might have to figure out what's worth it and what's not, and what you're willing to give up and what you're not. Okay. All right, Libra, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm sorry it was late. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share it with a friend, write me a comment. I'd love to hear how it turns out. And hopefully I'll be seeing you on the full moon. I think that's somewhere around the 18th or 19th. But definitely for January, all right? Take care, guys.